Hi, welcome to new episode of Sportsy. Let's aim sports. Aim, aspire, inspire, and motivate. Today, we are honored to have with us Major DP Singh, a proud Kargil war veteran who is 100% disabled, has survived a blast and shined as India's first amputee marathon runner and first disabled solo skydiver of Asia, popularly known as India's first blade runner. Advocate of mental toughness and self-enhancement as the ultimate way of life, Major DP Singh not only fought the enemy in the war, but also went on to name 4 Limca book records in his name. For his undying passion to win over physical disability, he was honored by the Government of Canada and was conferred with REX Karamveer Global Fellowship in the year of 2014-2015. For this true soldier who is living example of phrase, Jako Rakhe Saiya Mar Sake Na Koi, there was no looking back, and he is a regular half marathoner, including cross country and on high altitude in Ladakh, and went on to become the first solo disabled skydiver in Asia. Some of the disabilities he won over include the amputation of right leg, partial hearing loss of both ear, operated on stomach and partial removal of intestine, left knee dearrangement owning a ligament implant, around 40 spinal embedded still inside various body parts, urinary bladder operated, cervical spondylitis. He has won over so many disabilities and has a different perspective about life. And we are so honored to have him on the show today. So please welcome a true soldier, a fighter, a survivor, a writer of Grit, the Major Story, inspirational, acclaimed, admired, applauded India's first blade runner, Major DP Singh. Hello, sir. It's such a big honor for me to host you on our chat show, Sportsy. Let's Aim Sports. And believe me, sir, uh, the three words, aim, aspiration, inspiration, motivation, I don't think anybody else can actually define those three words the way you have defined with the whole story of grit. Sir, firstly, salute.
Jai Hind, dost.
Jai Hind, sir. I think it is something that is I can't even imagine the whole journey and but what the fighter is on the field, off the field. I think, sir, that is what we want to just hear from you in small words, whatever that time we can spend together, and just looking forward to this. So thank you for coming on my show today, sir.
Thank you, Sid, and all the best for all your ventures. God bless.
Thank you, sir. I think it means a lot. And so just for our viewers and listeners, yes, the guest here doesn't need any introduction, but it's my duty to make a small introduction. We have with us Major DP Singh, a proud Kargil war veteran who is 100% disabled and survived a blast. And beyond that, shined as India's first amputee marathon runner and the first disabled solo skydiver of Asia, popularly known as India's first blade runner. So I think it is firstly एक तो कारगिल एक तो फौजी कारगिल war, then getting close to that आपको ने पढ़ा था कि getting close to that bomb and it getting happening, but जो आपने define किया ना जाको राके माया जाको जाको राके साइया मार सके ना सो कोई. So I think, sir, that is what the whole thing is, and beyond that, it don't stop there. It just went ahead different parameters. So, sir, we just want to hear from you about from being a soldier fighting against enemies to a fighter fighting 100% disability. What is the story of grit, the major story?
Well, the whole line revolves around what you mentioned, Jako Rakhe Saiya Mar Sake Na Koi. And here the Mar Sake Na Koi means actually death nahi hai. It is also the thought process in your mind. You know, people feel that they have achieved, including me, they say that you have achieved a lot. But somehow down the line, I feel that I also could achieve because Jako Rakhe Saiya, because Almighty have made me achieve. There is nothing with which a person cannot do. At the same time, there is nothing in his control. So efforts, of course, people get confused with this, that if अगर कुछ कंट्रोल में नहीं है और सब कुछ भगवान ने करना है, तो फिर कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं, अपने आप ही हो जाएगा. Here comes the difference between any other creature than human being, because human being has been given the option of choosing in each moment what is to be done and what is not to be done. This choice, exercise of choice, is in hand of human being, and that exercise leads to the destiny which he or she shapes up. And if I could do something, I could just exercise the choice of living the life with a quality, which I had promised myself when I got injured, evacuated by my team. And I always take opportunity to convey my gratitude to the soldiers of 7 Dogra, including Colonel Rajinder Singh, the anesthesiologist, because it is their intervention that today I am able to talk and achieve something and talk to you. Had they not played on their life and evacuated me out of battlefield, where it was very easy for enemy to kill each one of them, and had Colonel Rajinder Singh not intervened and agreed upon to the statement of the surgeon who received me, who told that it's a dead body, take it to the mortuary, things would not have been the way it has happened. So here you see, I am quoting again, it is all Almighty's wish. I made 2 statements कि अगर सोल्जर्स ने मुझे इवैक्यूएट ना किया होता, क्योंकि मैं अनकॉन्शियस था, मेरा अपने ऊपर, अपनी लाइफ के ऊपर, अपने थॉट्स के ऊपर, अपने किसी भी एक्शन के ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं था, क्योंकि मैं तो बेहोश पड़ा था. And then when I was received by the surgeon, he declared me dead. I was still unconscious. That's how he made me declare me dead. He didn't find anything. So I did not have any control over my options of choosing yes or no. And yet I was revived, yet I am living. So what happened? It's all because Almighty wanted me to undergo those injuries and that state of affair, so that henceforth, with his blessings and little wisdom which has been passed on to me by him only, all his grace, I should exercise the option of choosing yes and no, yes out of yes and no, to lead a life which can bring such results which I could brought. So the whole game is being humble and surrendering, and yet carrying on your own, karma, with potential of putting a lot of hard work in exercising the yes option.
So I think it's a amazing life lesson that I don't think we can expect any bigger life lesson than this about how you should look at every situation that comes your way. Sir, it is something that at one side, when we know that we end up cribbing about or talking about any small things happen, and you actually, I read about it. We are the blast that happened actually in 8-meter circle is considered to be a dead zone, and you are almost not even 1 meter away from where it happened. So,
right.
So that is where I think it talks about the whole fighter in you and the fighter in your battalion, the people around you who did not give up on things. So it is, if they cannot give up on you, then why can you give up on yourself? I think this is such an amazing thing, sir. I think and we are blessed to hear this directly from the person who has been part of this. So, sir, it's I'm just getting goosebumps. I'm usually not at loss of words, but this is something that I'm actually at loss of words. So, sir, regrouping myself, our channel is called Sportsy. Let's aim sport, aspire, inspire, and motivate. These 3 words are probably can be defined by you. But just to ask you this question, what do these three words mean to you? Aspiration, inspiration, and motivation.
See, when somebody does any action on ground, I don't think he understands the definition of something and then act. For me, these three words are mere words. Unless I have that passion of living life the way I want and exercising the choice of yes with full potential of whatever I have by putting in best of hard work. So aspiration, to be aspirational in life, it is very important. It is very good because then only you can move ahead. And if you have the aspirations and commensurating passion to live up to all the challenges which your aspirations will bring your way to prove your worth, to reach to the level where you want to reach, you have to anyhow find any type of inspiration or motivation when your chips are down. Because when you are going good, then you keep going. It is only when you are tired, when you are under pain, and when you are feeling sad, or when you are feeling that it is not possible, that you need something to get going. So you remember you told me that I passed by you when you were on the Valley Link running the marathon in 2014.
Yes, sir.
It was not a stage managed thing for you. However, because you wanted to live your passion and complete the marathon, that's why you had a look on me and you got inspired. I did not tell anything to you. I did not stage manage that say this feeling pain in his knee, so I will run past him and give him some inspiration. No, it's because you wanted. And that is how you got charged up and you completed and you forgot your pain. So the whole game is actually choosing options. You chose the option of no, I will do it. Then the pain which was making force upon you and your body and your mind, your heart to not to do it. So the whole game is again choosing yes and no may say yes. And that is how you reach the destination.
So, sir, I think you just touched upon the point which I wanted to talk about a little later, but just for the viewers, I was just talking to sir and I told him the 2014 Mumbai Marathon, it used to be Stanchard Marathon, and I was having a small niggle in my knee. I was just paining after finishing the Burnley Sea Link, and I saw a person just running past me with two the blades, and I can't even imagine what went through my mind that time. And I saw, if this person can run, what am I complaining about? And what am I complaining about? The pain in my knee, which is, so I can't even express. I came home and told this to my dad, mom, my wife, and it was a different experience altogether. And talking to you about the same thing, sharing this thing today, I think it's a different journey. I started looking at things differently, sir. That was the day things change for me, looking at things differently. And I give 100% credit to you from my side about the way I started looking at the things. So thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
That's your humility said that you are giving credit to me. Otherwise, the decision was purely and purely yours. I just passed by you. You chose to get inspired. In my opinion, nobody can inspire, motivate, or do anything like that to anyone unless the person agrees upon. We can just quote examples, nothing else.
Yes. And sir, when you're talking about all this thing, everything that we come to hear from you is about the whole mental toughness side, because obviously you're living example of that. And as an advocate of mental toughness and self enhancement, what do you have to say about people who give up? we see so many things happening around. We don't want to be judgmental about anybody, but people do give up. So what do you have to say about that, sir?
It's okay. You know, I feel it is okay to give up, but don't stay there. Get going again. You see, every achiever, if you feel that has had a smooth sailing all through, no. Comfortable situation will not make you lead anywhere. The moment you get into comfort zone, you are not progressing. Difficulties and challenges shapes you up. Comfort makes you weak. Challenges shapes you up in something. And in this process, if you ask me as a DP Singh, as an individual, don't I feel like stopping? Don't I feel like giving up? Don't I feel pain? Don't I feel sad? Don't I feel angry? I do feel everything like that. At times, it gives me a pause and a moment of respite also. But then my intent always is not to stay in that comfort zone. So don't get, suppressed or feel bad about it that, oh my God, I have given up. That's human. You feel sad at times, but don't stay stuck there.
Excellent.
Get going again.
And I don't think anybody can complain of getting stuck and not going ahead after listening this from a fighter on and off field. So this is amazing.
Let me add here. Say
yes.
You mentioned about knee pain in your left knee. So I joke around on that line that my right side is no more left and left side is no more right. The reason being, right side, you know that the amputation is there. There are a lot many damages because the bomb had blasted on the right side. Now, in fact, the right brain has also got impacted. There is some sign of early signs of Parkinson which are setting. But the left side is no more right. Why I say? Because my left knee has been operated upon, open knee surgery for medial meniscus and ligament, crucial ligament, total broken. Anant Joshi of Mumbai had saw it and he said that, how come you are standing on your legs? I said, I don't know, you are the doctor, you tell me. He said, you need a surgery, immediate surgery. It is because your other muscles perhaps are good. That's how you are managing. This is before before losing my right leg. So the open knee surgery, if it has been done, generally doctors prescribe not to do any road running or hard surface running. Let me counter them with all due respect that till the time I was not running, I used to feel irritating pain, especially in winters, in my left knee throughout. It is only because of running that all my body organs got into shape again and they started behaving as per my wish. So sports help so much. Of course, push to karna padta hai.
Exactly, push to karna padta hai. And sir, the same on the same note is what actually after having so many things, what actually got you to running and picking running as a sport or the way of coming back or bouncing back?
Good question. Again, the choice I had as a soldier out of the dilemma which I was facing, that accept the statements of people that I'm a disabled and not good for anything, or prove by your action that they are thinking incorrect. So choosing the exercise of proving, choosing the option of, yes towards my life, the quality of life, I picked up the most difficult activity for anybody who doesn't have a leg. Because action speaks louder than words. This we have always heard. बचपन से सुनते आते हैं. But as a soldier, it was my responsibility. It was not given by anybody. However, when I saw the mindset of the people, towards persons with disability is little negative, rather much more negative.
Yeah.
They feel that ability is a state of having limbs and not having limbs. I chose to exercise the option of proving the worth that anything is possible if you move on that path. And the choice running, that too long distance running, because if I am able to do anything which is the most difficult, then it is working the best. Let me add here, when I had both the legs, I was not interested in any long distance running. It is only after losing the leg I chose that, okay, to the extent that I was not aware what is marathons and etc. Why do people run so much?
Wow. But sir, when you started running and you officially became the India's first blade runner, which is an internationally known term, and you became called the first blade runner in India. What were the biggest challenges that you faced? And because this is not only for you, but the way differently abled athletes also face challenges in India. So what are those challenges you faced, and how do you want those to be corrected in the due course, or ASAP, as of yesterday?
So the first very difficult challenge was I was not knowing how do somebody can run with an artificial leg. I wasn't aware, and nobody was there to help me and understand. Because in India, of course, Western countries, it was prevalent a bit, but that time internet and such things were not so commonly available. So we were not aware what is happening across the seas, and no one could answer me this. So I chose, okay, it's just completing the distance. Nobody is telling you to run like anybody else is running. You need to complete the distance. The first step was that. And then after 3 half marathons with a normal walking leg, which I had, in which I was actually not running, but dragging and hopping on one leg. When Indian Army gave me the blade in 2011, I started running over on the blade. Then came a new challenge, which was even more tougher. After every run, I used to bleed. Open wounds used to be there because skin used to got peeled out of my stump. 2-3 places, the patches of skin used to get peeled off every time, and the socket used to be full of blood. The socks used to be full of blood when I used to remove after the running. Now this was a new challenge. So now one need to understand that why challenges come your way. Was it, or the challenges are there to force you stop living your passion or life, or challenges are there because somebody understands you more than them, more than you yourself, and knows that you have the ability to find the solution and resolutions and answers to these challenges. I always had much bigger and more confident trust over Almighty than on myself. And I took it as again a sort of a work or a task or a duty given to me by Almighty, that now I need to find the resolutions of not getting injured. The other challenge was that, as I mentioned, nobody was able to give me the better prosthesis. When I realized that if a person like me who has achieved not only as a warrior, but also on ground as a first amputee marathon runner, the prosthetic companies are not making me comfortable, what would have been the life of a normal amputee who doesn't have this much of confidence or a background strength? So that again motivated me. This purpose again motivated me to forego my own wish of going for Paralympics and do something where the life of a larger environment becomes much more easier. that's the reason I picked up running, and that's the reason I later on started, after my first Blade Runner run itself, I started the NGO also, the challenging ones.
Yes, yes, I've read a lot about the challenging one, so I just wanted to, since you already touched upon the topic, it's about what is the charter of challenging one, and how can people or the corporates can actually be part of that movement.
Well, challenging one, as I mentioned, started as a group collection of amputees together, where I felt that if I can share the mindset and perspective with which I am leading a life of quality with my fellow amputees, perhaps they will also understand that they are not challenged one, but rather they are the chosen ones. They can challenge anybody with limited abilities having up their sleeve. So this is an attitudinal shaping up arena. I make sure, and now the situation has reached to a level that I don't have to make sure also, because automatically from one person to another, they have automatically become ambassador. But if I recollect, the first few people, first few 100 people, 100 amputees, whom I hand-holded and made them complete 5 km, 10 km, and such distances in an open arena, because it gave me two benefits. First, not everybody can go for Paralympics.
Yes.
So when you get an open arena to perform in front of public and get applauded and get opportunities where people walks up to you and ask for your selfie because you inspire them, it becomes a auto feed for your own motivation and understanding that you are something different. You're actually special, not from the specially able type of a tag, but actually you are special. You can do something which is much more better than what other people can think about. Secondly, that seed of motivation helps you to shape up your attitude. I was thinking that it is not possible, but it is possible. Now that individual can perform and lead a life of, as his own desire and wish, with the type of quality which he wants or she wants. So that's the attitudinal change which happens. So these are the two things which we do in the challenging ones.
Okay. So and it's really interesting. I've heard about this on online social media, as well as while talking to people at ProCam. Also, I've heard about the challenging one. But it's amazing journey that you have a voice, you are seen, you are heard. So you're making an impact in the people who are probably not seen or not heard. So I think it's a great initiative, sir, and we'd like to have more and more people contributing to it towards making it inclusivity in the society. But sir, about going with so many things in your life, you also have 4 Limca records, and you also after holding those records, you also became the first disabled solo skydiver in Asia. What was the thought behind it? I think आपके लिए जमीन कम पड़ रही थी, आपने आसमान से छलांग मार दी.
बोर हो गया था मैं, बोर हो गया था. You see, one need to keep improving in life.
Okay.
Progressiveness, if not there in your life, then it's like a glass of water kept on a table. You may drink next day, but after 3-4 days, that becomes stale. You're out of, market, if I can use that word. But my aim of going for skydiving is not to be in the market. My aim of going for skydiving was to be alive in my own thoughts. That, okay, something else I have done now, which is much more tougher and better. In the process, all allied things becomes, byproduct or something which you have just like that achieved. So Asia record, I was not aware that whether it is somebody has done something like this in Asia, and it was not a reverse thing that firstly I found that what is missing and then I'll go and do it, something like that. No, it was because I wanted, my desire was so to do some something in sky. Skydiving was a desire. I felt that it's so adventurous that it'll give me some excessive dose of dopamine. So I went for it and I did it.
Yeah, and we had a chance to host Sheetal Mahajan on a chat few days back. And
Okay.
yeah, and she mentioned about you being part of the same WhatsApp group, and she's been witnessed a few things that has happened. So she was also talking very highly about
Right.
about this, and as some of the people that have come on the platform like Divyanshu Ganatra and all, I think this is the community, people coming together, helping each other, and making sure that there is a visibility towards all the activity. And sir, kudos to you. It is amazing to understand. One as a fan, a question: what next, sir?
Yeah. So this question I never answer. There's a reason behind that. The reason is that I believe in doing first and then sharing. There's no point talking about bragging and then, sometime you feel, oh, I couldn't do it. Make sure you have done it, whether it was running, whether it was skydiving, whether it was going to Ladakh and doing marathon there or anywhere. Till the time I did not complete it, I did not share it with anybody. Because till that time, it was a challenge to me, myself. Once I overcome my own challenges, my own thought process, my own limitations, my own mindset, then I am able to confidently share it with anybody. Okay, if I have done it, perhaps you may also try out.
Right.
So होने दो.
हम लोग वेट करेंगे सर, एंड और कुछ नया होगा तो आपको वापस होस्ट करने का वापस एक चांस मिल जाएगा, आपके पास वो 20-25 मिनट निकालने का और एक चांस मिल जाएगा सर. यार, आई थिंक it's a talk, or it's a dialogue that is as good as a life lesson for anybody, and every dialogue that you had or every statement that you made was a message. But as a format goes, there's always, I ask one question about what is your message to the viewers and listeners. I know every statement was a message, and people will take something out of it everywhere. But if you have to compile everything together and one message to all the viewers, listeners, and just to give you a background, we have viewers and listeners who are young athletes, professional athletes, parents, coaches, people who want to make careers in sports management, as well as the corporate people who probably looking at sports as a recreation and something that we missed out, and what can we do. So we have a mix of people who watch and listen to this channel. So I think every word will be a gold, weighted in gold.
See, whether it is any area of profession, personal, or any other area of your life, one thing which makes us feel unhappy to have difficulties and challenges. Now I'll give you a perspective. If you shape up and modify your looking at challenge from that perspective, it'll be easy for you to sail through. And that is, whenever there is a storm in your life, take it, something beautiful is lined up. And it is not a perspective given by me. Nature says so. जब भी बवंडर उठता है, उसके बाद की जो शांति होती है ना, वो mesmerizing होती है. But one has to undergo that challenge of storm to get mesmerized by one's own life.
So I beautifully captured, sir, beautifully captured. And again, it's the whole gist of last 25-30 minutes of chat that we got to host you. I think it's all about nothing short than, even though you say these are only 3 words, but these words means a lot for a lot of people when they look at aspiration, inspiration, motivation, and people take it from any source, any ways that they can get. But I think this is a combined package that you can get at one single place. So thank you, sir, for spending this time with us, and really want to host you again. And whenever I'm in Chandigarh or you're in Mumbai, we would like to meet with you, have a coffee whenever it's possible for you.
Sure, brother.
Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.
Take care. God bless you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and thank you for sharing. But please do subscribe to our channel, Sportsy Says, and help us spread the word about Sportsy. We go with the same handle, Sportsy Says, across all the social media platforms and podcasts. Please don't forget to press the bell icon.